All right. Hello, hello. So today we are looking at exactly how this played out and why this played out. So in the last video we were talking about the point of control and how we could see from these candles where volume was being taken at the peaks, how the range shifted down. We shifted downward and then it was retested right here. So last week I was making a bit of a prediction that from here price would come back up, test this daily level, which is what this blue line is, and then from here ultimately come down and take this bottom range, if not break through it. And now the reason I said break through it was actually likely was for the fact that, as we could see, we tested off down here. We tested once, we tested twice, but this range at the top was shifting downward, meaning that the seller volume, the institutional seller volume, was getting stronger, meaning that the opposite of the orders, again, right? So if people are invoked into selling, then the institutions are buying from them. If people are invoked into buying, the institutions are selling to them. That meant a lot of people that were going long right here and expecting price to break up here, there's stop losses, meaning there's a lot of volume down below this level. So, and again, this is a weekly level down here too, this purple line. So we'll see, go ahead and watch how this played out. And by the way, this box I drew in afterwards because this is where it started off, moved down, right there. Okay, so then the next candle actually retook the volume of that candle. So what that actually means is there were a lot of sellers that were invoked right here. There were a lot of people that had FOMO. They're feeling like they're missing out on the move, right? So they're trying to sell, they're trying to get into it, and they're placing their stop losses right up in this level here. So as we can see, volume taken. See? Look how that candle just completely enveloped the previous one. Again, this is a 6-hour time frame, so this is a larger time frame, but it's showing quite a lot of pips being taken. That's a nice little 50 pip candle right there. So again, volume being swallowed up, stop losses right up here being taken. There you go. You see how the price was even wicking on those candles too? Like it's just pushing up here, but it's not breaking through it. So what this is doing is it's stopping everyone out that was short, that was going to be right about the move down here. And it's also invoking people to go long who are still from down here thinking this is going to hold out and price is going to go further. Okay, so let's watch from here. And boom, dumps. All right. So then we cleared this zone. So this zone voided itself. So right, and I like this. This point was really interesting too. When it got to about here, I was curious if it would just rebound off of this, if it was actually going to hold this next level, or if we were actually going to see a break through it. As you can see, nice break through it, break through the weekly level. So that means volume was taken here, because if you look at the weekly chart, we're looking at, see this level from back here? That's showing that just because that's a weekly level, there's a lot of volume stacked up underneath that. Whenever there's a significant level on a higher time frame, it means that there's a lot of belief around that level, which is going to cause people to, i.e., like I said, all their stop losses are down here. Again, also, we're going to see the same thing that played out here, where there was FOMO. Sellers were trying to sell and they were placing stop losses above here, and they were getting stopped out. And because they were getting stopped out, that volume essentially made this move possible. But the same thing is now happening on a macro level. So again, this is, I guess, what you call a sort of fractal move. It's the same behavior happening, but it's small and then it gets bigger, kind of like a wave in the ocean. So everyone's going to get stopped out right here. And I thought this range, this was interesting right here. So this was another place volume was taken. So let's go ahead and watch. Boom. Look at that. Look at how accurate it went right back into that range. So that just says that exactly what I mentioned just happened. It meant people were, again, like panic selling down here, and they were placing their stop losses up where it's quote unquote safe, which it's not. That would be the opposite way. It means you're getting bought out or sold out by the institutions. It means they're taking your liquidity. So that was a sweet move. That was clean. And as we are now, I'm just going to let this finish itself out. Okay? So the week's just started. And I actually haven't even looked at this yet this week. But based on the behavior that's going on right here, what I am anticipating is a break back up into this level one more time. And now, if this level actually holds out, I'm expecting to see lower lows. I'm expecting this low to get taken out. However, if it goes above this and this holds out, we're gonna see a higher high. So it's really as simple as that. I don't exactly know what's going to happen yet. Again, the market literally just opened for the week. I think this is the first candle for the 6-hour chart. But like I said, this is a significant range for volume, as you can see. We dipped through this wick below this before, but it was specifically because of right here. Because when we saw price shifting down and being respected right here, we had this candle that completely took the volume of people that were selling right here. Then we came back up, came back down, came back into the range, right back into that same area where there was this volume being transacted. Okay? So I think this is a very strong area of what you might call resistance, or institutions paying attention to this. So in theory, something along the lines of this into here. Again, I'd love to see a lower high. Frankly, I'd love to see this just be like an obvious lower high. Something that does not take out this right here. But again, just like this, like I was not wanting to necessarily see the daily level be broken, but we got to think on our toes. The market's not always going to give us a pretty picture. Sometimes it will, but that'd be the pretty picture that I'm looking for if we see something like that. Otherwise, it's always possible that it comes back up into here. I think like so long as we stay below this, I think a short is valid. But with that, this is not financial advice. All I'm doing is providing a model based on the logic of how the volume is flowing. Okay, so always do your own analysis. Never take a trade that does not align with your own views, that does not make sense to you. Trust your intuition. And with that, I wish you happy trading. Peace out.